Hello and welcome to today's episode of Disappointed Dragon. I've been to my dollar store. You all know the drill. I go to the dollar store, I see something interesting, I buy it. I saw this. It's an office construction toy set. Clearly not Lego, but branded by NBC. This is one of those shows. So this show was one of my friend's favorites in high school. I watched like 3 episodes and thought it was okay. I know a lot of people really enjoy The Office. It was never a show that I was super interested in. That being said, I do enjoy Steve Carell. I think he's really funny. So, I'll give that to him. I like Steve Carell. It looks like you can get a couple of them. When I was there, I think the only ones they had were, what's his name? Michael Scott and Dwight. No, they had Jim's Wedding. They did have Jim's Wedding. I don't think they had those two. I got this one because, Steve Carell. We'll see what it's like. As always with the knockoff construction toys, even some of the branded ones, not super great. It really just kind of depends on who created it for them. Instructions are important. But before we do that, let's take a look at the minifigure because that's kind of the selling point. How does he feel? Feels okay. He's got a ball joint in the neck. Got some real head wiggle. I like the way I'm wiggling him. It's slowly rotating. Oh no, I've rotated it all the way out. It wasn't a ball joint. It was a peg. Just really loosely put in. Oh, that's really funny. All right. So less posable than I thought unless you put it in. Oh, not correctly. All right, so that is a little bit of a problem. So the way that his jacket comes up, his jacket is way too high. So when you put his head in, it doesn't peg in as securely as it could. And if you peg it all the way down, the jacket's real high up. I feel like that could have been easily solved by making the peg longer. Not really a deal breaker though. It's fine. You're not going to be like giving him heavy plays. You'll be standing there. And I do like that it is distinct from a regular Lego minifigure as well as a Playmobil. It looks like it's kind of a weird fusion of the two of them. I'm all right with that. I like the design of it. I think it's pretty nice. It's not like it's going to fall apart if you don't touch it. If you wobble its head back and forth, it comes out really easily. But if you're just posing it, it'll be fine. Good enough. The plastic doesn't feel like it's going to shatter, so that's 10 points for me. Now, what about the actual pieces? I'm not going to speed this one up or anything. I don't see any point to that. This one's not going to be a particularly difficult build, I think. So we'll just put it together. Sitcoms are one of those things. It's an interesting... it's an interesting branch of television. I never find that there's only like 2 ways I respond to sitcoms. It's either I really like them or I really hate them. There aren't a lot of current sitcoms I enjoy watching. I mean, I watched Friends. I watched King of Queens and all that kind of stuff back in the early 2010s and late 90s kind of thing. Watched a little bit of Seinfeld, but I never really got into them super heavily. It was never one of those things I really did. I watched a few old ones. I watched a couple episodes of Third Rock from the Sun and all that kind of thing. But I was more into shows like The Twilight Zone and Ripley's Believe It or Not and all that kind of stuff. That was more my speed when it came to television shows. It's my kind of shows. Those were always fun. And of course, my mother was really into shows like Diagnosis Murder and Murder, She Wrote and Columbo. So I watched a lot of those shows as well. My brother was far more into these sitcoms. He really likes Friends. I watched How I Met Your Mother with him, which I think of as just Friends, but modernized. Yeah, so this is one of those ones that I never really got into. I watched a lot of Smallville. I don't know if you'd call it a sitcom. I think that's more of a drama. I was really into DC Comics, so a show about Superman was kind of up my alley. I don't remember Don't remember too much about Smallville. I think I have it all on... Oh, I definitely have it all on DVD, yeah, now that I go back to think of it. But I don't actually think I've ever watched every episode of it. I think I watched the first couple seasons and then just collected it for the sake of collecting, you know, because the collector's disease. What do I think about these pieces as I get... Did they not give me the stickers? Oh, I didn't take them out. Okay. They did give us the stickers. I just didn't put them on. I should probably put them on before I put the pieces onto the thing, right? That's probably a good idea. Probably would have been a good idea to follow the instructions too, you know. I'm not going to, but I should. Oh, I keep getting distracted. What do I think of the pieces themselves? Not as good as Lego, pretty close. So, more than good enough. More than good enough. I wonder if any of these times are correct. I'm going to assume that they're not. I bet you if I set them up exactly like they show on here, there's a small chance that they could be correct, but I doubt it. I've said before I don't really like stickers on construction figures. I much prefer it when it's tampoed, so I don't have to do any... I don't have to put any effort into it. There is zero chance that these clocks are accurate after I've stuck the stickers on, because I'm not even trying. I'm just sticking them on. The nice thing about these pieces is that they don't feel like they're going to come apart. They are more than sturdy enough. That was the worst sticker I've put on in a long time. That is real crooked. I got a bunch of model kits for Christmas as well. Luckily, these ones did not come with stickers, or at least the first one didn't. So I didn't have to put any stickers on. I haven't built the second one yet, so I guess there could be stickers in that one. They were models of Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually. Turns out the Bandai, what are they called? It's a certain series of model kits. I think it's the Figure Rise, something like that, where they kind of make them look cooler. And I got the Blue Eyes White Dragon and the Exodia. Really cool. I've built the Blue Eyes. It's quite nice. They're really cool model kits. They've done a bunch of Digimon. I think they might have done some Zoids too. I've only picked up the Digimon and the Yu-Gi-Oh! So far, so I'm not sure. You know, being a nerd. All right, set's done. What? Nope. Stand, please. There we go. Okay, all finished. What do I think? I think I paid between $3 and $5 for this. If I paid $3, it's okay. If I paid $5, that's a lot of money. It's nice though. I mean, if you know someone who likes The Office and you had to get them something from like their stocking, or just a little like hope you had a good day, or like to improve a bad day present or something like that, this would look nice on a shelf if you got all of them side by side. It's a nice little thing to put on a shelf. It's small. It's easy to build. I like it. I really do. Some of the other knockoff construction sets we've got have been so much worse than this. I can't complain about something this nice. It's good. It's also recognizable. Like if you looked at this, you could be like, oh, is that from The Office? You might not guess that this is Steve Carell, but you could probably guess that this is from The Office. I mean, especially if you read the thing that says Michael Scott on the back. If you covered this up, they might not know it's Michael Scott, but otherwise, it's pretty obvious. But that'll do it for this episode, guys. As always, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!